I want to talk about what my plans are to prepare for a surgery that I have to have at the end of June. I'm going to talk about what my plans are to prepare for that. Obviously, you guys know that I'm trying to get like super cut and gain size and all that fun stuff, but obviously when you have something like this come up, it's a bit discouraging because you're doing awesome, you're kicking ass, and then you find out you got to get a surgery done. It's nothing serious, it's just a small, very small incision. It's going to put me out for 2 weeks. I'm not going to be able to lift, obviously, for 2 weeks. It sucks, but it's life. It's just really annoying, really unfortunate because I've been doing so awesome with my workouts and just eating and everything that I'm doing with you guys. So yeah, it sucks, but what I'm going to talk about this video is kind of like what my plans are to prepare for that and all that good stuff. So let's just dive right in.
Let me tell him one time, I've been on the grind, this my prime. Let me tell him one time, I've been on the grind, and this my prime. Yeah, I'm sorry for the wait, didn't think I'd come up, y'all just need a little faith. I've been patient, just waiting on the river with an ace.
Okay guys, so 2 weeks, right? What I plan to do is treat this surgery like I would anything else that's gonna put me out. Typically when I go on vacation, I still try to work out, but my workouts aren't obviously as intense because it depends where you go, depends what gym you got, depends what weights they have. So you're like working with what you got. Sometimes I do stuff in the room and just do my own little workout routine, something that's really easy to do that I would recommend if you're traveling or if you're on vacation. Something that's really easy to do would be Lucky 7 from Body Beast. Lucky 7 I think is one of the best, easiest workouts to do just because you don't even really need heavy weights to do that workout, obviously. So if you wanted to even bring 2 small 5-pound dumbbells, you could, but I don't think you need to. That's like really inconvenient. And then if you want to like put dumbbells in your suitcase, that's just weird to me. So that's not typically something that I do, but what I typically do is I try to find something in the room, something a little bit heavier, even if it's just almost like just something to grab onto while you're doing the workout. Even 2 water bottles, anything to put in your hand while you're doing the workout is gonna be better than nothing. So just be creative, find something in the room that's got a little bit of weight to it and just use it. Get creative, that's what I do. It depends what I got in the room. But like I said, worst case scenario, I just use 2 bottles of water. Not gonna get you results really, but something that I tell myself that while I'm on vacation, even if I'm just getting my heart rate up and I'm moving around, sometimes that's just enough for me. As far as eating and stuff goes, if I'm on vacation, eating is definitely not perfect when I'm on vacation, but obviously I'm getting a surgery, so eating will be on point. And I'm just gonna be doing basically the same things I have been doing. Being that I'm not gonna be really working out, my eating is gonna be even lighter just because I don't want to gain fat. I know that by me eating less, I'm gonna lose some muscle, that's a given. Yeah, it is unfortunate, but I'm just gonna go into this with a positive attitude, obviously, and like I do anything else, any setback that I have, I always try to come back even better, stronger. So what I plan to do is take some time to maybe, instead of the intense workouts and the time that I commit working out, typically what I tend to do is maybe I look into more routines that I can do to jazz up my workout, stuff like that. I always take advantage of those moments when I'm out to come back stronger, harder, better, and have a plan of attack when I come back. So I'm excited to share what my plan is in the future after my surgery and talk to you guys about all that stuff, because like I said in my last couple videos, my plan is to be in the best shape of my entire life by the time I turn 40. Yeah, so I'm 39 obviously right now, and I don't want to be having a dad bod. I don't want to even just have a good bod. I want to be in the best shape of my life when I turn 40. I think that'd be really cool. I'm even tossing around the idea of, like I said, doing a competition like I talked about in the last couple videos. We'll see where it goes, but I've done 2 competitions. I placed 6th in the first one, 3rd in the second. One more would be cool because you never know. I know what I need to do every time I compete. I know what I need to do even better. And just to share with you guys what exactly that is, I know when I was there, I was pretty cut. I had that going for me, but things that I want to do better and that I know I need to do better is I need to do better with gaining some size. It's not about size per se when it comes to doing a physique competition. It's more about symmetrical muscles and all that good stuff. And one thing that I think would make me stand out is my shoulders and then my upper chest. I think I could do better up here. So I'm gonna be doing more heavier, more focused workouts on this area, maybe even outside of body beast a little bit, all stuff that I'm probably gonna end up sharing with you guys eventually. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna work on. And then my arms, of course, given. Obviously I wanna gain size with my arms. Just remember your triceps are 2/3 of your arms. So I usually like to do a lot more workouts focusing on my triceps. And I think one of the best workouts you could do to really gain some size on your arms is pretty much doing chest press. It's one of the really good ones just because you are lifting a lot of weight, you're using a lot of tricep muscle. And yeah, so if your bench is going way up, your chest is gonna grow, but your arms are also gonna grow right along with it. Doing more benching and just getting my weights up with benching, I think is gonna help me significantly get my arms bigger. Body Beast pretty much nails it when it comes to doing a lot of these moves. So I'm not too worried about having to do a lot outside of Body Beast, honestly. But I just might do a little bit more, like maybe I'll come in the gym like for 5-10 minutes and I'll just blast a muscle group, whether it be my upper chest, like I said I wanted to work on, or my arms. So yeah, all good stuff that I'm gonna like go through and talk about in my future videos. So stay tuned for that. But right now, I think my biggest focus right now is just to get rid of the rest of the fat like I talked about doing with you guys in the last video. By the end of June, I would really love to be in the single digits with my percentage of body fat. So I'm excited to share with you guys what that looks like this month. I'm gonna be going just balls to the wall, guys. I'm gonna be going hard and I'm excited. I wouldn't say I love things coming up or setbacks and all that. I hate that, obviously, but at the same time, it forces me to like really step up my game. And I like that. Hence why I like doing competitions. I like doing competitions because it puts that pressure on me to like really step it up a notch in the gym, because obviously when you're on your last few reps, typically maybe you would stop, but if you have something that you're working towards, or if you have something coming up like a surgery, that pushes me to really give that extra push at the end of each set, because we all know those last 3 or 4 reps is where the results lie. So you can't like quit when things get hard when you're lifting. Actually, when things get hard is when you really got to step up and like really push, because right there and then, those first few reps, say if you're doing 12 reps, the first, I would say 8 reps or 7 reps or whatever are just getting you warmed up for the money shot at the end. That's 7 to 12 reps. That is where the results happen. The first reps from 1 through 7 are just getting you ready to get results, because like I said, those reps, those last few reps from 7 to 12, that's where the money is. So do remember that, guys. When you're lifting, you have to remember that those last few reps isn't when you should be quitting. That's when you should be stepping it up and really pushing through. And you gotta know your body. Obviously, you don't wanna get injured, so you gotta know your limits and know your weights and all that good stuff. Obviously, if you're lifting 30 and you went up freaking 15 pounds on a dumbbell or something like that, and you're trying to get those last few reps, maybe just take it easy. Obviously, that's why I don't recommend going up that much when you're doing lifting, but it depends on the lift. But yeah, so just remember that. Every time you're lifting, just those first few reps, I would say at least half the reps of your set is just getting you warmed up for the last few reps, which is where the money's at. So keep that in mind, and that's straight across the board. It doesn't matter what lift you're doing. It doesn't matter if you're doing squats. It doesn't matter if you're doing chest press, arms, nothing. It doesn't matter. You just got to remember, you got to push at the end. So that's what goes through my mind every time. Like even when you're, say, doing planks, such a simple workout. When you want to fail and stop, oh, it fucking hurts, and you just want to go down and just stop. That's actually when I'm like, okay, here we go. This is it. This is where I got to push. That's how I get those next level results when it comes to my midsection, my arms, and all that stuff. Is that I have that mentality to where, okay, I did the whole first part of the workout. Say if I'm doing a minute plank or something with a 45-pound plate on my back, or my wife's sitting on my back, I've done that before. When I want to fail, I always try to do freaking 15, 20 seconds longer. And then just, that's when you really got to zone in and remember like why you're doing this, where you want to go with your results. You almost have all these flashbacks of like when you started and what got you jacked up and why you're there. And yeah, you just gotta jack yourself up and be like, okay, this is it, and then push. Like your life freaking depends on it. That's what you gotta do. So a lot of everything that I just said just now is the kind of mentality that I always have, but even more so now because I know I have my surgery coming up. So you guys gotta remember, lifting, it's a mental game. You really gotta be in it, and you really gotta bring your A game. Every video I talk in, it's literally gonna be talking about that because it's so freaking important. And I think that you can learn all the tricks and all that stuff from all these big time lifters and watch all these YouTube videos. But seriously guys, it's not hard, just like eating. Like a lot of people overcomplicate eating and like stress out about what they're eating and oh my God, am I getting enough of this? Am I getting enough of that? It's not what it's about, guys. But what it's really about is like dumbing it down. Obviously, just for an example, what's healthier? A burger or a salad with some grilled chicken on it? We know what to eat, right? It's a mental game. It's a mental game that you have to like, just confront yourself with. Like you might use you not knowing as an excuse maybe, and you're not even realizing you're doing it, but you're like, I don't know what to eat. So like, that's why I'm not getting results. I disagree. I think most people know what to eat. They just don't want to eat it. And they want to eat what they want to eat. That's half the battle. It's a mental game, just like lifting, just like I just talked about when it comes to weights and stuff. People, most of the time, they stop lifting when it gets hard. But that's actually when you should keep going. You got to go outside of your comfort zone, just like eating. You don't want to eat this, you want to eat that. Go outside of your comfort zone. You got to eat this if you want to get results. And just like I said, same goes with lifting. It hurts. You want to stop, right? It's uncomfortable, but you got to keep going if you want to get results. So if you can have this mentality between lifting and eating, I think honestly guys, that's half the battle. Obviously, you got to know what to eat a little bit, right? Obviously, but I think for the most part, you guys know what to eat. We know what to eat. We just don't want to eat it, right? So like for me, for an example, I talked to you guys about this probably a few times already. I keep my meal prep very simple because no matter what I make, I'm not going to be at work being like, man, I cannot wait for lunch. I can't wait to eat it. I'm so hungry. That's going to be so damn good. I want to get it. But let's be real. You just got to like numb yourself to what you're eating during the week and just know that you're just eating it because you need food and you want to get results, and just eat it. That's why when I do meal prep, I don't get too fancy with creating something different every damn week. Like literally, I made enough chili to last me probably this entire month. Just saying. It's high protein, low carbs, it's perfect. You guys know I love chili, right? Like it's just because when you eat chili, you can switch it up. You can add more protein. You can take out protein, which I never really do, but you can switch it up. You can change the sauce in there, add a little bit more heat in it, add some more cayenne pepper. You can just do so much to it. You can add a little carbs in, put some more beans in it, and take out beans next week or whatever. You can just do different stuff. So that's why I have chili. It's the one thing that I can eat consistently for a long period of time and I don't get sick of it. I just mindlessly eat it on lunch and I get shredded, man. That's what I'm eating this whole month. So if you guys want that chili recipe, feel free to email me, of course. That door's always open and I will shoot you the recipe for the chili, that I eat every single day. But I don't eat it like at night all the time. Sometimes I do, but usually not. Usually at night, I just keep it simple, guys, with just a protein and a vegetable. Like I said, is this stuff that you like, oh my God, can't wait to eat? No, of course not. The food during the week, you guys got to remember, it's just fuel. Just get through it, get through the week. Think about Saturday, gives you something to look forward to. If you're setting yourself up with a cheat day like me, I only have one cheat day a week, right? You guys know that, and I look forward to it. When I get to Wednesday or Thursday, I start getting pretty damn excited about thinking about what I'm gonna have Saturday. And it's cool because it gives me something to look forward to every week. But that's pretty much all I got for you guys in this video. I just wanted to give you guys an update, let you know kind of like where I'm at with things with my results. I'm doing awesome. Next week, I do plan to share with you guys my 12-month transformation video, something that I'm excited to share with you guys. So stay tuned. So just remember everything I said. Takeaway is when you're in the gym, you got to remember, like, you're there to get results, man. And results happens only outside of your comfort zone, whether it be eating or lifting weights. You got to go outside your comfort zone. You got to do things you don't want to do when you are about to put the weight down or not finish your reps. Think about why you're there. Remember that, and then just push through. And just remember, know your body, know your form. Make sure your form is perfect. That's why I have mirrors up. Make sure your form's looking tight. And then eating, obviously you want to eat this. You don't want to eat this, obviously, but you got to remember like why you're doing. Just like those last few reps lifting, you got to remember why you're there. You got to just do what you know needs to be done to get results. We all know, right? You just got to do it. But until the next time, talk to you guys later. Peace.